Well, welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Our halftime fed. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vikings offense with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. They'll start on the ground with Kinetik. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The run straight ahead with Kinetik. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen to Kinetik. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Kinetik is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So they're trying for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
27-yard line. On
play action. They'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there, and another 1st down.
10 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard. He'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, they'll run here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, it's Genty. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 7.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Colston Loveland, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time, right for a solid game.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he is caught by Laporta.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
And the Lions first down.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Once again, it's Genty.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He finds his man complete. That's Casey.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll try and do this himself.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went the reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Pass complete to Loveland. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Wise motion, wise motion.
They'll go again with Genty.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And never look back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Minnesota, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.